So good evening. Yeah, um, indeed. Atubu wishkufu lensofu neda shiribako liansofu. Today Hakainde Hichilema bachikwata press conference, and on that press conference, he was really speaking tough. He was speaking tough. It was all about threats, and all those threats. It is because Naba Munokobati people have lost support. They have lost confidence in him, and instead of addressing the issues that people are worried about, he went on rampage to scare people, to scare the church, he was just all over the place. But I wrote some few notes, and I want to go through those notes so that I'm not all over the place as well. The first thing I want to talk about is that so the first thing I want to talk about is that press conference, everything was centered on one thing. The whole press conference, yes, he said a lot of things, but one thing that was really at the center of everything is the fear that Hakainde Hichilema has. Hakainde Hichilema clearly showed that he is frightened. He is very frightened, and he's doing everything possible, to sustain his power. He doesn't want to go. Like we have always been saying, he doesn't want to go. And he's frightened. He's frightened of who? He's frightened of Edgar Chagwalungu. That is the whole thing. The whole thing was about the fear of Edgar Chagwalungu. That is the whole thing. That is the whole thing. The whole of that press conference was about expressing, the fear that he has, of Edgar Chagwalungu. That's all. He is very scared of Edgar Chagwalungu, and I can tell you that we have to be very, very careful with Hakainde Hichilema, because he's so desperate. He's desperate. He showed it in his voice. He showed it in many ways that he expressed this afternoon. He's scared of Edgar Chagwalungu. He doesn't want Edgar Chagwalungu. He's fighting. He's very scared of Edgar Chagwalungu. By UPND, your president clearly showed that he has lost it. He clearly showed that he has lost it. You see, leadership, there is from a psychological point of view, when you see a person coming out in the manner that Hakainde Hichilema was coming, like rolling. Like you see, when you see a lion in the bush, you meet a lion. The lion, it's not that it knows that it is the king of the jungle. No. When it sees a human being, it is also scared. And what the lion does is to roar, is to, seemingly like approaching you, like whatever, so that you can turn around and you start running. The moment you do that, you turn around and you start running. then you are gone. And that is what Hakainde Hichilema is trying to do. Hakainde Hichilema is rolling like a lion. He has seen that there is another king in the territory who has walked in, and he wants to chase away that king. He wants to make sure that he maintains dominancy. That's what he wants to do. He wants to make sure that he maintains dominancy. And he wants to make sure that he scares away Edgar Chagwa. He scares away all of us who are saying, this man has failed, Hakainde Hichilema must go. That is what he wants to do. He is threatening all of us to stop talking. Now, I know some fools will be very quick to say, but hey, you are talking, you are outside, you are running away. You are talking about not running away, you are running away. No, me, I'm not running away. I am not running away. I am here in a strategic position so that I can be able to talk. This is a strategic position so that I can talk. That is all. It is a strategic position so that I can talk. If I were in Zambia, I wouldn't be having this direct talk to talk about that press briefing. I wouldn't, because right now, you know, just the notice itself would have brought the police officers to my house. And they have no respect. They don't even follow the law. They wouldn't have waited for me to open the gate. They wouldn't have looked for a call out. They would have made sure they break the gates, they break into the house and get me. That they would have done that. But I need to continue. And if they get me, they put me inside. Then how am I going to talk? How am I going to talk? If they get me and put me in my cells, nishapo inepafita. Nishpafita. Nishpafita. And even those fools, and I'm calling you fools, idiots. Idiots, bakolokombo imwe. Mwe batimokulandati, hey, come back home, come back home. Nimo bakolokombwa. Nimo bakolokombwa. Muleke no kulanda palife, because you don't say that in my interest. You don't. You don't say that in my interest. Hey, think about your family. Which family are you talking about? Do you even know about my family? What do you know about my family? Think about your family. Worry about your families. Worry about your families. My family is far much better than most of you. Far much better. Far much better. Nchilefua ntampo kulaba wata parasi mwana bati nde yumfua. No. So that nonsense, hey, come back, come and speak from there. No, I don't hold rallies. I don't hold rallies. I talk on social media. So from wherever I am, I can talk. I can be in another planet. I can talk. I don't need to be in Zambia. I'm here. There is internet, whatever. I'll talk from here. I talk on social media. I don't need to be physically present in Zambia. So that nonsense of saying, no, come and talk from here. No. You won't fool me into coming back into Zambia so that you can arrest me and get comfortable. Because that's what you want. You want to arrest me, throw me inside. I know if I come into Zambia, I will not leave 1 minute. The moment I arrive at the airport, kukaba kantu. But I will not give you that pleasure. You will not get that pleasure. You won't get that pleasure. You won't. And I know you think that, no, you will do whatever. I know what you're trying to do. But you will not, because other institutions, other international institutions, and other countries respect the freedom of expression. They respect freedom of expression. That is why even I am here, people are able to, you know, I'm not an illegal immigrant where I am. I'm not. I'm very comfortable because people recognize that, I'm not a criminal as you are trying to purport. They have realized that. They have realized that I'm not a criminal. I'm simply, speaking about the issues of my country. And Hakainde Hichilema doesn't want us to talk about our country. Hakainde Hichilema doesn't want us to criticize him. He doesn't want us to criticize him. He doesn't want us to tell him that, look, you have failed. He doesn't want. Hakainde Hichilema, he doesn't want Edgar Lungu to come back, because people have said, we are tired with this man. This man has plunged us into chaos. This man has brought us problems. We want you back. That is the situation. But that situation of people calling for Edgar Chagwalungu has threatened Hakainde Hichilema, and he wants him out of the scene. And he's talking about Edgar Chagwalungu as if Edgar Chagwalungu is coming back is a crime. What crime has Edgar Lungu committed? Or what crime is he committing by participating in politics? Because even, Hakainde Hichilema was speaking the language that the cadres have been talking about. Do you remember what he did to us? What? Do you remember what he did to us? We can't go back there. He did this to us. He did this to us. Hello? You may not want Edgar Chagwalungu, but we want him. At least me, I want him back. And I'm sure there are not even a few, there are many other citizens who want him back. Who are you to tell us who we should choose to rule us? Who are you? Because you are busy coming out like, no, this is very wrong. Edgar Lungu is a danger. No, it's not a danger. That is a narrative that you want to bring out. And you have gone into desperate mode to try and make Edgar Lungu, the issue of Edgar Lungu, like it is a crime. It is a crime that requires everything in the powers of the president and the government to stop. That is dictatorship. That is a dictatorship. If you are going to prevent somebody, you are going to deny somebody his right to contest an election, that is dictatorship. If you are going to do everything in your powers to frustrate the people's will, that is dictatorship. We are not children. We are not children. We can choose who we want. And if Edgar Lungu, whether Edgar Lungu is a dictator, is a what, is better than Hakainde Hichilema. Is better than Hakainde Hichilema. And we want him. We want him. Hakainde Hichilema. We want Edgar Chagwalungu. We want him. You are not going to stop us, because that press conference you had was all about, making Edgar Lungu to look like, this is a big mistake that you are making. We would rather have that mistake of Edgar Lungu in State House than you ruling from community house with a few of your henchmen, with a few of your tribesmen, which is bringing this tribalism that we are talking about, because you are ruling with a few of your tribesmen, whilst the majority are outside and they are now reacting. It is not up to you, Hakainde Hichilema. I want to tell you, it is not up to you to decide for us. Leave us. All you have to do is let Edgar Lungu contest an election and you win him. You win over him. That's all. You don't have to stop to talk about it. No. It's not. That is not your issue. That is not your issue. Why he wants to come back is not your issue. Your issue is to make sure that you deliver, so that even if he comes, I think this there's something wrong here. Wow. I don't know. But anyway, so your issue, Hakainde Hichilema, hear my advice. Your issue, Hakainde Hichilema, is not why Edgar Lungu is coming back. It's not to stop Zambians from voting for whoever. No. Because Edgar Lungu, it is right to contest an election. It is his right. It is within his right. And he contested an election with you in 2021. And that election was legal. Otherwise, you wouldn't be president today. By the fact that he contested that election with you, and you won that election and assumed power, it means that election was legal. Otherwise, if there is anything that was illegal, if Edgar Lungu was illegal, then you are also an illegal president. And if he contested in 2021, why can't he contest the next time we have an election? Definitely, there is no reason why he shouldn't contest, unless he doesn't want. But if he wants, he should contest that election. He should contest that election. Hakainde Hichilema, get it from me. If you want, to leave that country, at least with a bit of dignity, don't tinker with the rights of Edgar Chagwa. Don't do that. Allow the man to contest the elections. That is one. Number two, you don't have to tell Zambians who they should not vote for or who they should vote for. Yeah, you can lobby and whatever, but it shouldn't be something that you have to do, come what may. Come what may. No matter what you have to do. No. It shouldn't be like that. That is dictatorship. Yes, you can coerce us. You are a politician. As a politician, you can persuade people or you can dissuade people from, voting for a particular person. But you don't have the right. You don't have the right to prevent them. You don't have the right to prevent them. Don't prevent us. Don't prevent us. If you think he's a danger, we think that he's better off than you. You are a worse danger. If you think he destroyed Zambia, you have messed up Zambia even worse, though you give yourself 70%. So I wanted to start from this point, that number one, that Edgar Lungu has a right to contest an election and he should not be stopped.